morning. It's day 15 and we got up around 5 o'clock. It's already plenty light enough out here. It's not even 6 yet. We have about 3 miles or so, maybe less, to get to a Burger King where hopefully we'll be able to have breakfast our way and top up on water. Most of today is going to be walking through like town and road and stuff. We walk through Tolleson and Goodyear, stuff like that. Basically to get from White Tank Mountain Regional Park to Estrella Mountain Regional Park, which is is far. Those mountains. Yep, so 23 miles today is the idea. Here's hoping. In the meantime, let's get this party started. Dawn patrol! Ooh, it was chilly, but now the sun's up. I'll be taking off my jacket in like 0.2. Woo! Look at those mountains though. They're beautiful. Yay! Which is cool because we'll be looking at them for most of the next, day and a half, if not more. Last year when we came by here, I believe this housing development was just being built. They certainly didn't have this exterior landscaping going on. I also remember that near here was a road closed bike path that we ignored because we assumed it had something to do with recent flooding. But yeah, all of this, I don't think was here last year. Now there's people living in it. Oh my goodness. Like this kind of shows the unchecked sprawl of the Phoenix metropolitan area. All right, when we were here last time, none of this existed. There was a thing that said road closed. There's no sign here. We saw one on the trail back there, but then it sort of dumped out here and nothing. But according to the online maps, we're on the right track. And I do vaguely remember this from last year when we walked it and when we weren't supposed to. Ha 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 ha. Looks like coming soon in this desert near you will be Iron Wing at Windrose. They do love to name their communities something highfalutin and fancy sounding. Although ultimately what it means is that you will be packed into a house that looks like every other house practically, and you can pass sugar to your neighbor from your window without getting up off your couch. The sights, sounds, and smells of progress. All right, we are approaching the BK. When we were here last year, there was just the Burger King here, and I think maybe the AutoZone, but there was a sign for Fry's, which is a grocery store here in Arizona, and it looks like they finally got it built and it's up and running. So that's kind of cool. You have options here now on this corner besides Burger King if you don't want to have it your way, or you just want to have it your way, but I don't know, not fast food. Like you can hit the Fry's instead, which is pretty cool. All right, janky is one of my favorite words. This is a classic example of janky. Look at this damn fence. Is definitely not doing his job. Oh damn. The Burger King stepped up its game. Not only do they have extensive outdoor seating options, but they have fans for your convenience. Nice. Because we're be taking off our shoes and socks out here. You definitely want to blow that around. Junior breakfast burrito at Burger King. Doesn't that look amazing? Bam. That's how big it is. Maybe 3 bites. That's your value menu. Well, the BK also has some outdoor seating. I showed you earlier. Fans. Not that it matters. It's going to blow hot air on you right now. And these great tables and seats. But hey, if you can't just fit right in here, well, forget you, because these chairs are bolted to the ground. I have never seen that before. That's pretty funny. All right, back at it from the Burger King. So our next stop is Circle K in about 5 miles. It's funny, we have to walk 5 miles to get there. But if we had just taken Jackrabbit Road, it's on the same road 3 miles down. But instead they have us veer off, way off, and we basically do like a rectangle to finish the square to get back to the Circle K. Whatever. They want to try and keep us off the roads, but damn. Hey, we're back in this little pocket park. Oh my gosh, it is so nice and cool in here. Yay! I remember this from last year. I couldn't remember if they had a drinking fountain, but I can see that they do. That's nice. So if you don't want to stop at the Burger King, there's water, maybe just a mile past it, with bins to get rid of your extra trash. And we'll be walking basically along this, I think all the way to around I-10. Whew, so much new growth here. Bummer about the concrete though. You know, the neighborhood dog shit problem is out of control when even kids are leaving chalk graffiti on the sidewalk, encouraging you to not just use your bag, but actually throw it in the trash. We see so many bags hanging from trees, thrown on the side of the sidewalk. It's disgusting. If you're gonna use a bag, throw it in the trash. All right, there's I-10. This is going pretty smoothly and quickly this morning. Glad to be off the concrete. I like how the last trail sign we saw basically pointed right towards this giant pile of rubble. But this was not here last year. I remember this wall though, when we got here last year to this wall, it was definitely later in the day because there was actually shade in these little corners. Not today, not today. It's still early. Ooh, I bet there's a bunch of critters in there. All right, I-10. Wow. So yeah, this is all new. Verado, that whole neighborhood we went through. So it was established 2002, but most of what we saw there today wasn't there last year. I am mildly shocked. This tunnel is fairly graffiti free. The other ones, the actual flood control ones, they look to be pretty full. But I don't know, maybe they just come through here and regularly clean it up. No yeet penis here. Aha, it's the old walk you all over an open basin trick. I remember that we fell for this last year. Ooh, look at all the little desert marigolds. They're a little happy. Oh, those are brittle-bush, and there's both. Those are desert marigolds. I love them, they're so pretty. I remember I took a picture on this same basin actually last year. I didn't know what they were called then, but since I got my Arizona Wildflowers book, that was the first one I looked up because they're some of my favorites. Beautiful. Some celia too. It's also called scorpion weed. So yeah, here we are, we're getting back. Headed back toward the road, headed back toward the white tanks, kinda. And over there, pretty much straight shot across this pool is where we entered it. But for whatever reason, they walk you all around it for no apparent reason, other than there's like a gravel road. My sense is that if the same entity owns this entire bowl, which it kind of seems like they do, there ought to maybe be like a hiker shortcut for people who don't want to walk all over this bald ass basin with virtually nothing in it, just for funsies. Would have cut off probably almost a mile. At any rate, we're almost back to Jackrabbit Road and the Circle K and some Gatorade because it is already warm out here. Thank goodness there's a nice breeze though, which is helping. But every once in a while, that breeze is hot. So it's barely 10 o'clock. Yeesh. It is gonna be a long day. All right, we made it out of the Circle K. Oh my gosh, it is a world of clusterfuckery over here with construction and woof, it smells like a fuel leak. Wow. And now we got about 5 miles of walking on roads like this. Yay! To our next stop, which is there's a bunch of takeout, so we can do that for lunch. The nice thing about today is that we've really we don't have to carry any food, just have snacks. So we got Burger King for breakfast, we got takeout coming for this afternoon, and we can pick up something for dinner to take away later as well, because after the next stop, it's about, I don't know, like 9.5 miles to the campground at Estrella Mountain Regional Park. They have, I think, snacks in their nature center, but they also close at 4. I don't even know if they're open every day of the week, like White Tank is. So, better safe than sorry. Although I do have a spare emergency dinner in my pack. So, regardless, we're good to go. So last year, when we walked past all of this was dry dirt. Now there's actually stuff growing out here. Smells nice. And it helps cool the air substantially, being next to sort of a green sink as opposed to a dust bowl. So that's nice. And we got a little canal water, a sequoia water to the right. Not too horrible, which is good, because as you can see, there is no shade or cover anywhere out here. There's our mountains, though. We'll get there. We're coming right for them. I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure, oops, that's an owl just hanging out on the side of this ditch. That's so weird. I wonder what he's looking at. Oh, there's a little water in there. That's nice. What are you doing, little guy? That's weird. I've never seen one like that before. Yeah, from the way his head is moving. Yeah, it's an owl. Hello, owl. So cool. All right, internet, what kind of owl am I looking at here? I'm relying on your superior knowledge. What? It's another owl. Lily guy. And the other one's still sitting back there. And now we got this guy. Oh my goodness. This is magical. I'm resting my umbrella. Bear with me. Look at that. Hey guys, as much as I can zoom in. That is so cool. Okay, so who would have ever guessed that, like, our main wildlife sightings are in one of these water holding ditches on the side of a road next to a cotton farm. There's another owl over there. Hey, owl. And then something up on that wire. There's a egret, that white spot out there. And this is crazy. This is so cool. Look at all these guys. And there's ducks too. I can hear them like whacking around, all irritated that we are disturbing them. Oh, hear them? Whack. I probably just said something very offensive in duck. I don't know what you are, but you're rad. Hey. This is quite delightful. I'm just dying to know about these owls, though. I love owls. They're one of my favorite birds. All right, dude, you're pretty cool too. Okay, there's like 2 supermodel birds over there with really long orange legs. Oh, there they go. I don't know what those are either, but this is fun. Here's another mystery. Like, I keep finding carrots. These are actually that was the most intact carrot I've seen. The rest of them were like half-eaten carrots, and they're like all over the place. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe Bugs Bunny went through here. All right, I remember this lovely little oasis from last year. We've got our running water, shade, trees full of birds. Oh, and hey, who's that? Oh, and a bat. Nice. Luckily there's barbed wire to protect the inside of whatever all this is from bat people. But oh my goodness, this is a nice break after that. And I don't know what that is, that monstrosity. It looks like it's a house going in, completely out of the character of this particular area and the neighborhood. But hey, you know, you've got a bunch of money, but not too much money, and you want to build a house someplace that's really giant and ostentatious, where else would you put it? Anyway, yeah, cheap. We're sitting here for a minute to cool off, and it's only about like a little more than a mile to the Target and takeout. I saw a Mexican joint. Woohoo! Burrito for dinner, baby. Should be fun. I'm just gonna start following the carrots. This is so random. I don't know if there's any on the other side of the street. I haven't been looking, but there's been like a half dozen to 10 carrots just randomly on the side of the road. Some of them half eaten, one whole one, but all weird. All right, so we stopped in here at Federico's to pick up to-go burritos to eat for dinner later, because burritos will actually pack and hold a little bit better than most anything else. And this heat, I just got bean and cheese because I'm not trying to have a, you know, foodborne illness or anything like that. Simple is better, especially when the place is just melting. All right, at any rate, we're gonna stop now and actually sit down and eat lunch because it's already almost 1 o'clock. We haven't, either of us, really eaten much of anything today except for Burger King. He had a pocket bagel. He was trying to push his pocket bagels on me. Like, ew, I don't want to eat a bagel that you just had sitting in your pocket. I don't know. Maybe if I had hiker hunger, I would. But I certainly don't seem to have that. I think the heat has something to do with it, and probably also this continual stop-starting of this trail. I've not really got into a groove, and just starting over again each time, like your hunger sort of goes back to normal and never really did get to the hiker hunger zone. Well, this place looks like fun. Let's check it out. All right, awesome stop. This place is the bomb. Oh my God, and it's totally an oasis. It's Aroma's Oasis. I think they have like a whole outdoor area back there. They have, oh my gosh, rooms for days in here you would never know. A big cock. Delicious. Come check it out. Say hello to Brandon. He took great care of us. And we are restored, refreshed, and ready to go. We have like maybe less than 10 miles, I think, to get to the campground at Estrella. We've gone maybe like 14 already. Whew, it's a long, hot day. But what are you gonna do? I'm full now. Oh my God. My pack is full of food because I haven't had much appetite. I have that burrito I got at the first place at Federico's, and I was only able to eat half of my buffalo wrap. So I have that on me too, because no calorie left behind, people. No calorie left behind. I may be sorry I did this later. I probably will be. It's okay. Well, there's not something you see every day. Destruction caused by UFOs. It looks super official. And fries here. I don't remember that fries. Nightcrawler says he thinks it was there, but I don't remember it. But they do seem to go with AutoZone fairly frequently. At any rate, good to know that that's there, because last time we come through here, we were more focused on the Target, which is why I tend to think this wasn't here. And most of these new developing areas in Phoenix seem to be like first build a shitload of new houses and then come in after and start adding actual goods and services that people need in the houses. This being one of those things. I don't know what he's selling, but I'm buying. Love it. Oh, I think it's for the fire station, which is right on the other side of this wall. Neat. So we have an unknown liquid spurting into the canal. That's another good reason to not be drinking out of these canals. You. Look at this poor sumbitch with his janky umbrella. Janky. That's actually a pretty good word for this whole hike. A little bit janky. Little janky. And now we're doing like another detour. Basically, the trail detours you to get you to a off the road way south, but it does take you like off track. I'm pretty sure we could have just gone down Estrella Parkway south and got right back to the trail, but they have you continuing on Yuma, just out of the way so you can, you know, who doesn't want to get up and close and personal with this? Oh, incidentally, there's the housing tract we flopped in last year. It's built now, so won't be doing that again. It's amazing how these neighborhoods just spring up like a pox. Well, now that we're at the entry, it looks like the part we slept in isn't actually built yet because we slept to the right. And those streetlights were there. And not much else, but none of that stuff was built up yet. I don't remember it having a name. But yeah. I don't recommend sleeping on undeveloped sidewalks because you never know when someone's gonna show up and want to develop it. Because when we were there last time, some dump truck showed up at like 0:30, ready to go. So that was a hasty exit. So now we're gonna walk down there, spring training area in Goodyear. We'll actually be walking right by this because this stupid trail walks you way down here just so that you can walk along this dirt thing to go by it. It's a little annoying to do it twice especially. But it's the trail. We said we were gonna through hike the Maricopa trail. And even though it's taking us an eon, we're doing it. All right, finally off Yuma. So what's funny is that even though that was the place we tried to camp last time, the turn is like right here. On the map it showed, or the route on Gaia, it showed it went a little bit further. But now we're here. And frankly, we could have probably just slept anywhere out here and not had any problems at all. Of course, by the time we got to that sidewalk last time, it was already dark, so there was really no way to know where we would be. But yeah, this would have been much better. There's even trees in there. Last time we came through here, it was dark, and so I had no idea that there's a riparian wonderland happening down there. I saw a bunch of dogs. It looks like there's some sort of like labyrinth-looking waterway in there. So cool. But the birds seem to really, really love it. Nice. Oh, and the Goodyear airport. Okay. We're making headway. I mean, we started camped at the base of those mountains. Way over there. Like somewhere towards the front of them, I think. We're still heading for those mountains. If this trail was a little more direct, we'd have been there by now. But we'll be there anyway. That's the spring training facility over there. I don't know much about baseball except for Go Sox. And that's about it. So I don't know who practices there actually. So yeah, this trail basically makes you do finish the rectangle to go right back to Estrella Parkway, which we passed some time ago on Yuma, just so you can walk through that. I mean, at least we did get to see that really cool hill riparian area, but if you're hiking, your point or your objective is to stay off of, well, especially off this shit, but to stay off roads and out of town as much as possible to get to the next park. Now, if the function of the Maricopa Trail, the intent of the Maricopa Trail, is to increase usership of Maricopa County park units, then why do we need to keep doing all these extra miles just to walk along like neighborhood parks and canals and things like that? I mean, at some point you're gonna have to walk on our road. We had to walk on Yuma. We're having to walk on this road. We'll be walking on Estrella Parkway anyway, you know? So why not just take the shortest route to get us from one of your parks to the next in as expeditious a manner as possible, especially when we're out here walking. Just a thought. What do you do at a spring training facility when spring is over? You sit in the shade of their nets. I wonder how much trouble we would get into if they found us splashing around in that. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm pretty sure they just use it to water all the turf. Can't very well get dirtier. I heard a tiny peep. And look! Ah, baby birds in there. Peep. Nice. Very cool. All right, we're back to Estrella Parkway. Finally. So we've completed another rectangle around to the actual main event. So we'll cut down here. It takes us basically to the entrance of Estrella Mountain Regional Park. Hooray! We're less than 4 miles from there now, which is good because it's hot. And look at this. I'm mostly walking on the gravel, but goodness. It's just hot and open out here. At least there's a breeze, and at least I have my umbrella. So I'm not suffering too much, but it is definitely impactful. Tonight, I'm gonna sleep like a baby. Ooh, look at the pretty purple flowers. Oh. You're really poorly placed bush. You could miss this easy. Okay, for future reference, at the corner of Estrella Parkway and Bullard Parkway, there's a pizza restaurant in there, which is nice. The trail wanted us to go to the other side of the street. There's really no sidewalk or shoulder in some places on this side, but I mean, there's some shade over there, but we would have to walk on the concrete. I'd rather walk on this side. We're just going to cross over this side again anyway, because once we get to the road that goes to the entrance to the park, we hang a left. So we would just have to do a whole bunch more crosswalking. All right, final push to Estrella Mountain. Just fields, little birds everywhere. I scared another, I don't know, a ditch owl, I guess. I mean, these owls seem to really enjoy being around water ditches. So, scared another one of those, but wow, look at this. And the Gila is the green line in front of us with the trees. Nice. Yeah, thank goodness there's this breeze, because otherwise we would just be smoking out here. I remember this part. There's super long bridge. Super loud. But luckily we have our own lane. I like it when there's a wall between me and them. And then here, we're getting getting close to the Gila, and with that, the park. Woohoo! Hell yeah! So that blue building off in the distance is the racetrack, the Goodyear racetrack, which we actually come out of this park at into their parking lot pretty much. So, but first, in the true spirit of the Maricopa Trail, we're gonna do a big rectangle to get there. But at least this time it's for a purpose. We're actually going into a park, not just doing a big rectangle off the main route to walk down a dirt canal or in a neighborhood off the road. I mean, because look, hey, we're on a road. This is like definitely sketchy, but we'll survive. And we would have got here faster if we had just stayed on this road. But we're walking the trail as it's routed. This time, if there is a next time, well, if there's a next time, we're probably gonna do it on bicycles. Maybe a scooter, I don't know. But you know, and you can see the Gila. Nice. Janky, sketchy, Exhibit A. Like, how'd that even get here? Lame. Even despite this horrific racket, there's planes, wind, cars. Oh my God, so many cars. Little bridge swallows are still doing their thing. Look at them all. So cool. Woof, that is some green water. That does not look right. Ew. Oh, there's the white tanks way the hell out there. And here we are, getting to the entrance of Estrella Mountain. We made it! Success! Woohoo! And we got to get off that shit road, which definitely makes things a little better. God, it's like 10,000 times quieter already. Oof, now walking in sand. I hate sand. Okay, when we made it into the park, there is supposed to be a campground here. So that's a little alarming. And I see people camped. There's RVs all over the place over there. This isn't even where the campground is supposed to be. The one I remember anyway. The one that we saw last year was over by the horse rodeo arena. Anyway, I'm gonna go hit up the people at the gate, see what's the what. Curious. Well, the lady at the nature center at the pay booth, really not help at all. I asked her about camping because I saw a sign about a special use permit and told her we were hiking the Maricopa Trail. And she said, yes, part of the Maricopa Trail goes to this park. I said, yes, I'm aware of that. That's why we are here. And so she just took our $4, and that seemed to be all she was willing and or able to manage. So I guess we'll just walk over to the campground that we remembered from last time, and hopefully there's a camp host there, and we can get ourselves sorted out accordingly. So it was weird. I don't know. And I do remember last year when they were talking about the camping, like they were improving it, I think. So, but I didn't see anything about it no longer existing or being closed. I don't remember any of that. So, we should probably get water here. There's drinking fountains outside, so that's handy. I'll grab the top off my leader here to get us to the next place. All right, well, check it out. Woohoo! Look how much of this sucker we've done. Well, we started here, and we've done all that, and then we end somewhere in there going that way, and now we've come this way, and we're here. We just have a little bit to go to close this loop. We are almost home free. Almost. Well, we decided to park it out behind the nature center. under this bee tree. It sounds like a bee tree. I don't know if there are any bees in it, but it sounds very buzzy. And chill for a little bit. We've got 1.9 miles left to get to the campground. So I had to get online and look. There is a campground here. It's an RV campground, but I saw that before. That's where we were planning to stay. So I don't know what that sign about the no camping thing was about. Maybe it's for primitive camping or dispersed camping, which I guess they used to allow but don't anymore. So, and that's fine. I hadn't expected to do that. But we have 1.9 miles to do of actual trail within a park to get to the campground area, which is over by the rodeo arena, and there's a bathroom there. The RV sites have like full hookups and water and everything. So obviously they're expensive, but you know, being walk-ins, we won't have to pay the reservation fee, so that's nice. But yeah, we've done 20.3 miles already today, and it's still day. We still have light. We have plenty of time to get over there, and then by the time we get there, it's finally starting to cool down. We can pop our tents. We don't even have to cook this evening. We brought our dinner with us. I brought my dinner and extra to spare. I still have virtually no appetite. I might have that bean and cheese burrito for breakfast tomorrow, which, well, yeah, but would you rather I eat it tonight and sleep with you in the tent all night, or have it for breakfast? So yeah, all of a sudden the idea's growing on him. What do you know? Surprise, surprise. Holy moly, we finally have some shade. And finally something besides flat. Nice. Although typically the last thing I want to do at the end of the day is climb anything. But I remember this from last time. That is not that bad. The little bit that we do tomorrow in this park is more climbing, but we'll be doing that on fresh legs. Yeah. Oh, hey, look. It's the White Tank Mountains we were camped in the shadow of last night. Whew. We come a little bit of a ways to get all the way over here to the Sierra Estrella. Last time we were here was dawn. Now it's dusk. That's pretty cool. Get to see this park, which I really enjoyed last year. Get to see it at both ends of the day and in two totally different seasons, since when we last did this, it was January. Now we're mid-April. Entirely different feel, but oh my goodness, even though we had to walk 20.5 miles just to get to a real damn trail, this is the best I've felt and the most enjoyable the walk has been all day long. This is just magical. Oh, hooray. So over there is the arena and the campground. We're hoping to grab a spot. Hopefully they can accommodate us. If not, man, we're just gonna stand around and look sad and tired, because we will be, both of those, if we can't sleep there. It'll work out. It always does. Well, something always works out. But dang, look at this. Beautiful dusk hour is my favorite time of day for light. This and sunrise, but you know, I'm not much of a sunrise person. That's night crawler's jam. So I don't see nearly as many of those, but I sure see all the sunsets. I love them. Sweet. It's just about 7 o'clock, and here we are. You know, I don't remember where the camping place was. I know it's around here somewhere. And they do have like water and toilets in the rodeo arena over there. But we're looking for the campground. Oh, someone lost their scrunchies. All right, located the camping area. 7 RV sites. They are not all taken, that's good. I'm guessing this is probably the camp host, because the additional infrastructure they have made for themselves. We'll see if we can find them and get ourselves set up. Okay, so we made it to the campground. There's actually a fence. We tried to walk. There's even stairs, and then there's barbed wire. So, you know, watch out. Don't do that in the dark. We'll have to be careful when we leave out of here in the morning, because we came wandering through here before last year, but this barbed wire wasn't here, and the trail is back on the other side of that fence. We had to walk around to the corner. So I spoke to the gentleman who's the park host here, and he said that they don't have camping, and that asked if we had taken care of tent or campsite at the nature center, but the nature center closes at 4, and we didn't get here until like 5:30, so there was no way to do that. But I mean, we walked 22.3 miles to get here. We are not going any further because there's no water after here for another 8 miles. So luckily, we are going to pitch up out here. I will call the county tomorrow and let them know what happened. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that, because I think he thought that we wanted to wild camp because we don't have an RV. And I was fine with paying the $32, but he doesn't take the money. They do it at the nature center. So we're staying. Here we are. Just gonna pop up super early, get out of here, and hopefully don't get tangled up in any barbed wire when we do. So looks good to me. Good night.